here in Dynamo Pro Wrestling. So, I mean, again, it's like the old adage. It's not the size of the dog in the fight. It's the size of the fight in the dog. And right now, Kudic and Rodiriguez, I mean, again, this match looks very, very... I'm missing a word here, Patrick.
I mean, on paper, it does look like a mismatch, but if the Agents of Chaos take the opponents lightly, that could be their downfall.
I got to tell you right now, Patrick, to me, the one that really stands out in this matchup that's really going to be the one that I'm going to keep an eye on here is Edmund Kudic. I mean, again, when you look at Xavier Shadows and Ricky Rodiriguez, I mean, both men, very similar styles. Again, a lot of experience going to Xavier Shadows here. But with Kudic, I mean, Kudic could very easily go with somebody like Victor Von Stein. I mean, granted, he does give probably 60, 70 pounds on Victor Von Stein, but here's a man very, very well built, very well versed in mat wrestling, and if he can get the bigger man down, I mean, it very well could be the night of Kudic and Rodiriguez.
I'm not discounting them by any stretch of the imagination. Like I said, if they can catch him napping, if they can take advantage of mistakes that the champions could make, then they have as much of an opportunity as anybody to become tag team champions here tonight.
And that's one thing, Patrick. The champions, they haven't been champions for that long. They did defeat a great team in Strapstown University, Keon Option and Justin Dier. They have wrestled against many teams. I believe they wrestled against High Level Enterprise as well. These men are very well traveled.
And Ricky Rodiriguez wanting a piece of them as well. And this one's breaking down early. Rodiriguez taking out Shadows with a drop kick. Oh, they both went after Von Stein at the same time, and they got mowed down with a double clothesline.
Great strategy. They had Shadows out of the ring. They were trying to capitalize on that 2-on-1 advantage, Patrick. I mean, again, that's what you're going to have to do in this matchup. You're going to have to capitalize on every possible advantage you have. And this is a big mismatch. Ricky Rodiriguez has got to hit and run. He cannot trade shot for shot with somebody the likes of Victor Von Stein. It is just not going to happen.
Absolutely, and we're seeing it right now. Rodiriguez goes charging in, his youth getting the better of him there.
And look at Victor Von Stein. He was just toying with it. And now, like I said, here, this is where this team of the Agents of Chaos is so destructive. You've got just the sheer brute power of Victor Von Stein. And with a fraction of a second, you go to the speed and the agility of Xavier Shadows. These two men are the Dynamo Pro Tag Champions for a reason. And look at that.
Couple of enziguris, Shadows shaking here, looking for the roll-up, and only a count of two.
You know, Patrick, when you're sitting here and you're looking at these two men, again, right now they're actually capitalizing on a pretty sound strategy. They're keeping the smaller man of the Agents of Chaos in the ring. If they're going to go out there and they want a victory, isolate the smaller man.
It's a great game plan. I'll give them that. The challengers right now have things well in hand. They've got to keep Victor Von Stein out of the ring, cannot let him tag in. And right there, Shadows was able to get away from Kudic. Oh, nice kick there. And another one, Kudic, great combination. Von Stein quickly in to break that up.
He was a little too close to that corner, Patrick. I mean, again, if you're going to go ahead and try to pin Xavier Shadows, you have got to get him to your side of the ring.
And look at that, Kudic not intimidated by Victor Von Stein.
That's what I was talking about earlier. Kudic cannot let Victor Von Stein rattle him.
Big forearm shot, and down goes Shadows.
Like I said, Edmund Kudic is very well known for his style. And he's bringing those forearms right to the point of the jaw. Shadows is definitely in trouble. And look at this. It's tag team wrestling. And look at both these men. They're capitalizing on the 2-on-1. They've got up to a 5 count.
And double suplex, nicely executed. Rodiriguez going for the cover. And another 2 count for the challengers.
And that's one thing you got to look at, Patrick. These two men they've got a very sound strategy here. They're both trying to isolate Xavier Shadows.
And Shadows was close to his corner. They pulled him back.
And again, that's one thing you got to look at. These two men are very well versed inside the ring. They don't have a lot of experience. But again, it's that youthful enthusiasm that a lot of times will get you a lot farther than you would ever imagine. And look at this. A little bit of miscommunication there
trying to just remember who was legal there. Sometimes that enthusiasm will get the better of you and you forget yourself.
And that's one of the things you got to, again, it's a unfortunate negative here of the team of Rodiriguez and Kudic. They don't have as many repetitions as a team like the Agents of Chaos. They're going to have to go out there. And look at that, they're still going strong, Patrick.
Nice teamwork there, the backbreaker into the elbow drop.
I'd say almost like the shades of the Demolition's
decapitation
elbow drop there.
But shadows going to the eyes, and this is not what they needed to happen.
Things just went from really, really good to really, really bad. No!
Rodiriguez able to get the boot up.
I stand corrected. Rodiriguez managing to stop the forward momentum of one Victor Von Stein.
Oh, big, strong slam there. That could do it right there, but no, he kicked out at 2.
Patrick, I don't know how he's going to keep going after that. That's 300 pounds dropping on your midsection, your chest, your rib cage, your diaphragm. That is going to suck all the energy out of you in a very short amount of time.
And Von Stein just there leaning all that weight onto Ricky Rodiriguez, the smallest man in this matchup. And now it's the champions who have turned the tide, and they've got a man isolated.
And isolated, Patrick, is a very strong word here, but I mean, again, Victor Von Stein, I mean, the man is walking destruction. I mean, here's a man who's 300 pounds and surprisingly agile, and you've got Xavier Shadows. Look at him. He's taking it right to Ricky Rodiriguez.
Trying to keep him down on that mat, trying to take the crowd out of this one, and trying to keep him on their side of the ring, their half, even their quarter of the ring, to keep him away from Edvin Kudic. Tag made, in comes Von Stein once again. Now just standing on Ricky Rodiriguez. Referee looking for a break, but all that weight on you is going to do some damage. And Shadows adds the leg drop behind the referee's back.
It was great positioning there. Victor Von Stein was talking some trash to Edvin Kudic and gave his
300-pound elbow drop.
Victor Von Stein just splatted Ricky Rodiriguez. I mean, you can't take too many 300-pound elbow drops and expect to get a victory here tonight at Dynamo Pro.
And listen to this crowd chanting for Ricky Rodiriguez here. Double chop in the corner. Rodiriguez has got to channel that energy from the fans and use it to get over to his corner and tag out of this matchup to Edvin Kudic.
Patrick, I got to ask you, I know we've had a lot of conversations here. You've been around professional wrestling for a long time. What do you think it would feel like to get hit by somebody the sheer size of Victor Von Stein?
I'm not sure if I could even describe it. I have not been in the position to be in the ring, thankfully. So
I was thinking somewhere along the lines of maybe a Mack truck, a small bus.
2x4 across the sternum at full velocity.
Yeah, there's a lot of damage here. Oh!
Avalanche there, engulfing Ricky Rodiriguez in the corner.
Patrick, I don't know when you say enough is enough and you live to fight another day here. Ricky Rodiriguez is in all sorts of trouble.
And Von Stein's not done here, going up, perhaps looking for a Vader Bomb style splash. But Rodiriguez able to roll out of the way, but Rodiriguez not able to make the tag there, and Von Stein able to knock Kudic off the apron. And Kudic has just about had enough here.
Kudic is trying to do everything he can to help his partner. He has got to do everything he can, but this is now the negative. He's now isolated his partner to a 2-on-1 by the Agents of Chaos, and things could get very, very ugly.
He went for that Vader Bomb, looked like he was going to an elbow drop. Rodiriguez rolled out of the way, very close to his corner.
And I think for Ricky Rodiriguez's personal safety, it was the perfect time. Tag was made, but unfortunately, I don't think referee Martin Kudic saw the tag.
Yeah, the referee was occupied by Xavier Shadows there. He did not see that tag.
And that is not going to help Rodiriguez at all here.
And Von Stein bringing Rodiriguez back in the hard way.
This is bad news, Patrick. Like I said, I know these two men were full of energy. They were full of heart and determination, but right now, Ricky Rodiriguez is in the wrong part of town with the Agents of Chaos.
The wrong part of town may be the same town as the Agents of Chaos nowadays.
So these men have been Dynamo Pro Tag Champions now for a couple months. They're really hitting their stride.
And they've done a great job manipulating the referee, making, as we saw about a minute ago, making sure the referee did not see that tag to Edvin Kudic. And right now, Shadow's trying to isolate him with that reverse chin lock.
Like I said, he is in the perfect position, Patrick, almost right center in the ring. He's got that rear chin lock in. Ricky Rodiriguez has been in that ring an awful long time. And again, with the onslaught of the Agents of Chaos, it would be in his best interest to get out as quick as he possibly can and tag the very fresh Edvin Kudic.
And it's a bit of a mental game, too. He's got him facing away from his corner. He doesn't know where his partner is right now. Rodiriguez trying to get out of it. Elbow to the midsection. Ricky's throwing those forearms.
There's not a lot behind him, Patrick. He has been in there far too long.
And Rodiriguez was blocked from his corner by Xavier Shadows, and now Victor Von Stein back into this matchup.
Patrick, I got to tell you right now, there's a lot of great teams in the Dynamo Pro roster. I mean, again, I've been around Dynamo Pro for a long time. These men very quickly are showing all the makings of a great tag team in Dynamo Pro Wrestling. And with those Dynamo Pro Tag Team Championships, the longer they hold them, the more momentum they're going to get. And I don't know what's going. No, he tried. Wow,
he missed.
Like I said, Ricky Rodiriguez managed to finally get out. He's got a tag, Patrick. He has got to find Edvin Kudic.
Corner, and there's the tag.
I think Kudic has got a very strong strategy here, going to the ropes.
European uppercut knocks the big man down.
I say Kudic is kind of, he's lit up here. He's on fire. It's like Shadows. He's going to whip him to the ropes. Reversal.
And this is a good position for the challengers to be in. Shadows able to get that kick in. And now the champions trying to double up on Kudic here. Oh, a neckbreaker DDT combination there.
And they took the big man out of the game. Kudic has got to capitalize here, Patrick. He has to stay on top of the Agents of Chaos here if there's any hope of them winning the Dynamo Pro Tag Championships here tonight.
And he's got a tough order ahead of him against this big man, Victor Von Stein, but he's down to his knees right now.
And look at him. He's throwing those forearms at him. It's just like chopping down a tree, Patrick.
I think he could be making a mistake here, letting him get back up. And we're seeing it right now. Kudic is not intimidated, but I think it's a bad move to let him get back up.
I don't think so, Patrick. I mean, it's almost like the shades of the old rope-a-dope technique. He's kind of lulling that Victor Von Stein into a false sense of security here, and he's going to keep throwing shots at him.
And Shadow's back in now. Oh, tag back into Ricky Rodiriguez. I don't know if that's a good move or not.
Right now,
Kudic has things going his way, but Rodiriguez is the legal man. He just got caught. Oh, schoolboy trip. Could he have him here? No.
He almost launched him into another zip code there, Patrick.
This is a severe size disadvantage. Leg drop to the back of the head.
He's keeping him down, Patrick. That's the big thing. You've got to keep the big man down.
He's got to find some way to take him out here. Leapfrog into another famouser. 1, 2, no, almost had him.
The fans thought that was going to be 3, Patrick, and Ricky Rodiriguez, he's keeping Victor Von Stein down. That's one thing you can do. If the big man's down, he can't use that power. He can't use that size against you. And again, right now, I've got to say that the tide is definitely in favor right now of Ricky Rodiriguez and Edvin Kudic.
And a good move there. Tag back to Kudic, the fresher man of the team. But is Kudic going to be able to put away Von Stein here? Shadows taking out Rodiriguez on the floor there.
Ricky Rodiriguez eating looks like a bicycle kick here on the floor. Kudic is in a lot of trouble, but I don't know.
Oh, speared by Xavier Shadows.
Almost cut him in half, Patrick.
And that's it.
Chris Rodell, take it away with the announcement.